Okay, so today I wanted to do some animation stuff. And what that ended up being was kind of reminding myself how the NLA editor in Blender worked. And before I did anything heavy duty like a walk cycle, um, I wanted to make sure that I knew how the NLA feature in Blender worked and how to blend two animations like together. So the first thing I needed to do was find the animation files that I had just kind of sitting around. So once upon a time, I went to Mixamo, and they have an entire library of walk cycles, run cycles, fall cycles, die cycles, and I had to find where that was and then put that into Blender, and then it was off to the races with NLA. So the hardest thing for me to remember was how to combine two animations into the same armature. Because the first time that I tried it didn't go very well. And I had to do a quick little bit of research just to find out like why they weren't combining. And then once they were combining, the next hurdle was blending. So how do I make this character go from a standing motion to a running motion? And when that eventually did happen, I got a little greedy and I was like, okay, so now I've got him standing and walking. So now how about if he runs a little bit? I ran into the problem of start origin. So on frame 1 of the running animation, it's at the world center thing. But what I need it to be is for the run animation to start where the walk animation ended. And suddenly that got a little more complicated than what my original intentions were. So, I decided that that was enough remembering and research for at least today. So I'm going to start kind of expanding on what I did tonight and do that tomorrow. Because the end goal is what I kind of want to start doing is I want to start an idea on a Monday and then just keep adding little bit by little bit to an animation and just see how far I get by Friday. And then over the weeks to come, see if I can improve upon that, get more and more done so it's not just, oh, the first 3 weeks I can only get a 3-second to a 5-second animation out. Now look how far I've come. I can do an entire 2 minutes worth of animation. Or at least that's the goal. So an animation progression is one thing that I want to start. So I think tomorrow, instead of going from a walk to a run, I'm going to go from a walk to a turn. So I have to find a turning animation. And so, of course, once I feel confident with all of this, then I can start doing my own shenanigans, my own walk cycles, and my own facial expressions. Oh boy.